leaders the value of your teaching and bring them closer to it. So let's start from the question: what's wrong with mediocrity? What's wrong with being average? Why should people change this?
Well, because people who are mediocre are never happy. They never feel really good about themselves, and they never feel secure. The only security you can have is the ability to do your job really well and to be recognized by other people that you do a good job. Without that, you never really feel happy inside.
Well, what's the biggest obstacle that people face while they're trying to achieve their goals and make their dreams come true? Is it procrastination? Is it fear? What's this one killer that distresses me?
There are many reasons. Some people don't believe in themselves because of a negative childhood, and it's very hard to change that. Some people have no goals because they don't know about it. Some people are not good at what they do because they're not ambitious. And it's unfortunate many people are content to be average.
Oh, yeah. Well, can we conquer procrastination totally, get it out of our life? Do you procrastinate, for example?
Everyone procrastinates. It is only the things that you procrastinate on. I always do my most important tasks. And so I procrastinate on a lot of little things. And that's the key, is if you're going to procrastinate on activities that are of low value.
I see. Well, what's the key to happiness?
Well, the key to happiness is a feeling of freedom. And freedom comes from knowing that you can do the things that you want to do. That you have the time, and you have the money, and you have the ability. But other than that, each person has to define specifically what happiness is for them.
Which books should I read in order to become uncommonly successful? What would you recommend?
Well, read my books, many of which are in Polish, starting with Maximum Achievement. That's considered the best book in the world for personal success. And then read each of the other books which deals with different parts of success. And there are lots of good books out there, but many people say that mine are the best because they are more practical than any other books. I give you practical things to do as opposed to theory.
Yeah. Okay. I saw in Wikipedia that you took part in recording a movie called Pass It On. Recently I saw you dancing in this movie. There's a short video on YouTube or somewhere. What is this movie all about? What's the story about the movie?
I don't know. I was invited to film part of the movie, but I never saw the entire movie put together. So they had maybe 50 people in this movie, and I have never seen the finished movie, so I'm not sure what it's about.
How can we create empowering habits? How can we form habits? What's the most effective way to?
The most effective way is to select one habit that you think can help you very much, like being punctual, or exercising each day, or reading each day, and focus on developing one habit. And if you'll do that habit every day for a month, you'll probably develop the habit. And then you pick a second habit that can help you, and you work on one habit at a time. That's the key.
Thank you. And what are the products that you're currently working on that are going to be launched soon?
Well, I've now completed a 3-book series called The Way to Wealth, parts 1, 2, and 3. And they show a business person or an entrepreneur how to achieve wealth with their business. I'm also writing a book on speaking called Speak to Win, which is going to be a Bible on professional speaking, how to speak effectively in any situation. And I am now committed to write a book on leadership with Ken Blanchard, and that book will be out next year.
So you're talking about effective speaking. So I was always wondering, because I read your book about selling, and there was nothing about NLP, there was nothing about persuasion, there was just this very solid foundation of self-belief, and reverse success principles were used. So what do you think about all those techniques of manipulation, persuasion, NLPs?
I don't teach them because I don't believe in them. I don't agree with them. I believe that the very best human communication is perfectly honest. No techniques, no methods, just perfectly honest communication. And in selling, the goal is to help the other person. So first of all, you find out what the other person wants or needs, and then you show them that your product or service is the best choice, and allow them to decide.
It has to be a win-win solution for both. Okay. And I read a book by David Allen recently, Getting Things Done, and what he says in first chapters is that old ways of managing our time are, old-fashioned, not working in the 21st century. We need some new thing, and he came up with this GTD, Getting Things Done system. What do you think about this system?
I've read the book, and the book is not new. It's basically setting clear goals and priorities, starting on your most important task and completing tasks. The one thing in the book that I think is very good is the importance of completion, what he calls the closed loop, is closing loops. And I've been teaching that for 25 years. And it's been taught for 25 years before I taught it. It's just the importance of finishing a task, because an unfinished task is a source of stress. A finished task is a source of happiness.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate that you agreed for this interview, and thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you for coming to Poland.
Yes,
It's a pleasure to have you.